Hello. I think the YouTube title says Red Dead. Sorry about that. Didn't update it in time. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, enthusiasm. I'm gonna drum up some enthusiasm today for you. Enthusiasm. Let's get enthusiastic, shall we? Anyway, hello. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to be talking about a whole assortment of things. Some good, some not so good. But I guess, I want to start by saying, can we get a dancing crab meme saying there will be no more music on Twitch ever again? The day the music died. Anyway, hi. We're gonna do some Spyro tonight. Thief Simulator after this. Hope everyone is good. Really? Fried chicken! It's always fucking happening. Every fucking time. People are like, Vinny, why don't you just plug your controller in? I do, and then I don't know how it gets disconnected. Maybe it's my fault? Yeah, it has to be my fault. How would it disconnect on its own? Hi. Alright, so we're in this swamp level, and we're making pretty good progress. But there's still, I don't know how many more worlds there are, but it says I'm 60-something% done, so it's, you know, over halfway. Wild Flight, Terrace William? Oh, Terrace Village. 2 more after this, okay. Terrace William. Which game in the trilogy is this? Just the first one. If I do more Spyro, it'll be in the future. I'm just playing through the series for the first time. I have, I'm starting to really like Spyro, but one game at a time. God, those animations, man. Every time I boot this game up and I see something move, I'm like, nice! Vinny, did Twitch ever get back to you about the copyright thing? It's complicated. I don't know how much of a downer we want to start the stream on. The answer is, it's still too vague. And I've heard rumblings of some weird stuff, and I'll explain. I'll explain in a bit. I essentially might not be able to play music on stream anymore, and I don't want this to turn into the hot button topic of every stream. And I've been talking about it a lot, but I'll explain the whole story. Let me just wait for more people to get here, so that way I don't have to repeat myself. Until then, someone mentioned something here. Let's talk about something light. Apparently Wreck-It Ralph was found in Fortnite for upcoming promotions. Like, someone did some data mining. So I want you to know that Wreck-It Ralph is the new Thanos. So get ready to see some nice dances with Wreck-It Ralph. No, it's gonna make them a fuckload of money. It's gonna make them a fuckload of money. Man, what if you created Wreck-It Ralph and Disney, not Disney, but like, Fortnite, John Fortnite himself said, hey, we would love to have your character in our game. Also, here's a check for $10 million. Everyone in the world will see your character. Do you want $10 million? Yeah, that 10 million probably sounds real nice. But you know, Mr. Fortnite, I'm concerned that Wreck-It Ralph might floss. And, well, you know, I'm like really against that. Isn't it the other way around? Yeah. This is a hypothetical though, so it could be whatever I want. I'm only limited by my imagination, chat. Alright, so John Disney approaches Mr. Fortnite and says, listen, we want to put our character Wreck-It Ralph, and we want to give you $10 million to let this happen. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Could you imagine Disney going to you? To get permission to put their character in your thing? Holy fuck. But yeah, Thanos, just like Thanos became like kind of a joke meme, even though I enjoyed, you know, I enjoyed Infinity War. I thought it was good. I liked it. And I thought Thanos was a well-done villain. It's weird because I thought he was a big purple space dick, but then I kind of got into the movie a bit and I realized that the CG didn't bother me because the performance was good and the character was fairly well written. Wasn't the best movie, wasn't the deepest villain, wasn't the deepest character, but it was better than I thought it would be by far. And you know, then he started showing up in Fortnite, and now I can't take Thanos seriously. Like when Avengers 4 happens, I'm just gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be thinking about this. I'm gonna be thinking about that the whole time. So, you know, be careful what you put your thing in. And that applies to... Wait a minute. Phrasing. Let me rephrase that. Seriously, be careful what you put your thing in. You can't just... You know, random holes, whatever. Don't get it stuck in a ring-dang-doo.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these pods have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
Why can't Spyro have a sniper rifle? I want Spyro to have a sniper rifle. So I had a pretty massive headache most of today. That was fun. I think it was just general dehydration on top of the alcohol. But, you know, I was thinking about today. I was thinking about last night's stream. And I was thinking about how I jumped into a boat and then into the water. And I was really proud of myself. But then I thought about me saying "Ern" in Arthur's voice, and I was like, no, I need help. That's what I thought to myself. But I could see Arthur saying it, like saying like Ern Hearn. So I just wanted to let you know I might be bringing that up on stream once in a while. You might get an Ern Hearn every now and then. Because I won't be able to stop myself. Ernest Scared Stupid. Is that the name of an Ernest movie? Scared Stupid, or am I making that up? It is? Okay, just checking.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure,
okay.
But what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Okay. Stop that. Spyro is... Someone said Spyro is Tom Kenny, right? Like, I thought that was the case. That's true, right? That's not just some Tom Kenny sound-alike. Okay. So, I guess for those that don't know, and there might be like 4 or 5 people that don't know, so this is for your benefit. Tom Kenny is the classic Nickelodeon character. Classic. Spring Robert. It's Engelbert Spabberdink. That's him. So there's a video I watched with Stuart Copeland composing how he... Because I asked the question, I wonder if Stu played bass on these tracks, and he didn't. He just programmed them. I mean, he played drums, keyboard, stuff like that, but I think for a lot of the bass tracks, he just kind of looped them. So he said that the most difficult thing for him was actually having to beat the levels, because he couldn't play the game well in the later levels. And in order to do the soundtrack, he wanted to beat all the levels. I mean, we're talking about a guy who was playing this game at 45, who didn't grow up with video games, necessarily. So I could imagine that being a bit challenging. I don't think he probably wouldn't have done that treetop level the way that it had to be done for 100%, but, you know. But no, it's a good video. I kind of want to link it. Because it makes me enjoy this game, like, even more.
Yeah, I'm getting the crap kicked out of me here.
So I'm going to link it.
Some people work only for the money. Others do what they love most and manage to get...
One is to beat the level.
There you
For
go.
a 10-year-old kid, this is no problem. But for me, I have to beat the level and figure out the jumping, and I kind of navigate my way through the levels.
There you go. So that's how he does it.
They
All them
pay me for
middies.
this. And then, of course, you can get into all the cool stuff like, okay.
God, that interface. Interface, not intervase. I'm going to link it to you, though. So if you want to watch it. It's only like 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. It's good. And yes, he said they pay me for this. But yeah, 20 years ago, music making. It probably seemed like amazing at the time that you could do all that stuff. And it was. But it's like, yo, you got a dark theme? Can I do a dark theme on this rudimentary music program from 1998, please? There you go. Get some of that. Skill point acquired. Excuse me, what is that now? Can I upgrade Spyro? At the end of the game? No, right? What the fuck is a skill point acquired? How do I not know what that is this far in? Oh, it's just a... Right, it's the, art gallery and stuff. Okay. I was always, like, disappointed unlocking art galleries. I wanted to unlock weapons. Guns! And then it would be like, oh, here's an art gallery. Now I appreciate art galleries more, but at the time I didn't, because it wasn't gun. This is not Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I think I would have really liked Ratchet and Clank. I remember playing the demo for that. I think it was the demo, or it was like, you know, some... Maybe I had a copy, maybe I rented it. I missed out on so many good games. Then again, I also played a lot of good games. So I regret... Oh, fuck. I regret little. Do not play the movie reboot. Which one was that? Is that the one that I have on the PS4? Yeah. The newest one, yeah. That's not the movie reboot, then. Don't you have it on the PS4? The PS4 version isn't awful at all. That one is good. People are dumb. People are dumb when you're a dummy. Faces look ugly when you're a scone. Oh shit, yep, no, that was a bad cover. Sorry. I didn't do the best I could. TOS violation. Which is essentially the argument about Spyro, not Spyro, about the Ratchet & Clank version. It doesn't do the original justice, according to several people are typing. I'm still saving the music conversation for a minute. I just want to make sure, again, as many people are here as possible so I can, you know, say what I have to say. There we go. There we go. And not have to repeat myself too much, because this topic gets boring. But I do have to talk about it. It's important. It changes the way I'm going to be streaming. Potentially. There's still some ifs. Which makes it weird. Go. Someone said, I mean, you can still play video game music. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that too, because that's another bag of dicks that needs to be addressed. You don't ignore the bag of dicks that's in your room. It's like mayonnaise. You leave it out too long, they start to rot. I guess happy early Thanksgiving. I got you 5 minutes before Thanksgiving starts on the East Coast. You know, there's a lot of history, but instead, why don't we focus on what we like and what we give thanks for? You know what I give thanks for? 2 weeks from now, we get a new Smash Brothers. You know what else I give thanks for? I have a Charmander in my party now. I'm thankful for that. What else is good? Katamari remake comes out soon. That's pretty exciting. Hogs. It's not a shiny, no. It wasn't a shiny Charmander. It comes out the same day as Smash. You fuckers. How dare you do that? I'll stream both, don't worry. I'll try to keep my stream schedule open for Smash and Katamari. Just Cause 4 comes out soon as well. Which I think I might, which I think I might be able to get. I wouldn't be... well, I don't think Square wants me to have it, necessarily. But we don't have to tell them that. So, yeah, no, I mean, Just Cause is fun to fuck around in for a little bit. That wouldn't be a game I play for the story, but if you watch my Just Cause 3 streams, you know how insane that game can get, just as a sandbox. And I want to see what, like, new toys they added to the game to fuck around with. Oh, there's the Spyro theme snuck in there. Vinny, I didn't get the notification and I just joined. Did anyone get the YouTube notification or no? No? Alright, that was my bad. I went live before I changed the title and I forgot to set it public. It's gonna be a light night tonight, lads. So yeah, I was over eager and I wasn't thinking, and I just went live.
Oh, I feel much better now that so many dragons have been jumping the balloon. Are you ready to go? No.
And you think the rumors are true? We're gonna get a Smash Bros. DLC announcement at the VGAs. I'll be streaming those, by the way. I don't think that's true, but maybe they, you know, they just did a Smash Direct and they revealed, like, everything. My guess is that if they did, it would be one character. Just one. And probably not. I think we're gonna see Metroid Prime 4 at the VGAs. That's my guess. You know what would be really disappointing? If it was just Yoshi. And Yoshi looks good. I saw more Yoshi footage from that Direct. I thought, oh, this looks great. I'm excited for it. But if it was just Yoshi... See, but now we have all these events. Now everyone has to keep up with these events. So you gotta show up at E3, then you gotta show up at the VGAs, you gotta have an announcement for all of these things. Otherwise, you're daft. Animal Crossing, that would be nice. There are some rumors of an early 2019 Animal Crossing release, which I would be very okay with. Though, I feel like Nintendo probably spent a lot of their resources getting Pokemon and Smash ready for this year, so I don't think we're gonna see Animal Crossing until fall or summer 2019 at the earliest. What was your game of the year? I don't know. Let me get back to you on that one after Smash comes out. I have to really... No, I do have to think about what I played this year, though, because there's a lot of games... There are a lot of games that I played that I really liked. Mega Man 11? Strange Rope Hero? No, it's not Mega Man 11, I'll tell you that much. Though it was a surprisingly fun game that I'm glad came out. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Look how tight these fucking turns are. Could you imagine Stuart Copeland trying to do this? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna make the music bright and colorful and cheery. Like every other level. Pray for me, chat. One subscription equals one prayer. Damn. Oh yeah, playing this with a D-pad must have been a nightmare. The little I played of it with the D-pad during Corruptions was enough to put me off. You know, I was joking about the subscription thing, right, chat? I was really, really, really joking. It's appreciated, but, you know... I don't know where I'm going. Now I know where I'm going. So, after this level, I'll talk about the music situation on Twitch. I did talk about Sony's no-show at the E3. At the E3. And, I mean, I think that it's eventually going to lead to a PS5 announcement at their own event. I say eventually. I don't know if it's going to be... I think, yeah, it would make sense for them to announce it next year and then come out with it in 2020. I feel like it's time. You know, if they release it in 2020, that's 7 years. And that's how long it took between PS3 to PS4. But more so than that, I think Sony just doesn't have anything aside from what they showed. Like, maybe they'll have some new stuff they'll show at their trade show. But, like, I wonder if they're gonna have to delay that zombie game again and show it at E3 again. And they were like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do an E3 this year. You know what? Christmas is canceled. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony is pushing for Article 13, too. They are a music label, too. Daily reminder that Sony is not your friend. And neither is Nintendo. However unlikely that may seem. I'm doing this, like, completely half-assed. It's totally wrong. How many planes? I got one plane. I didn't even know where the fucking planes were. No, I mean, it's like, you know, when I compare companies, I'm just saying there's degrees of bullshit. You know, you have Apple-level bullshit, where a $10 repair job for them amounts to... you should just buy a new computer because the repairs would cost upwards of $1,700. But, you know, at least Nintendo has good customer support. They will replace your Switch for free. At times, they'll, you know, really, really make sure that the customer is well taken care of. You know, and they make products that last. So, you gotta give them a little bit of credit where credit's due. What specs do I think the PS5 will have? This is gonna sound so fucking dumb because we say this every time, but I'm gonna say it again. Does this game not look good enough? Like, how much more do we need? RTX? You're right, we do need RTX. You know, I want more power, but there's gotta be more to it than that, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm all for nice-looking... Fucking one plane. I'm all for nice-looking games. I'm all for having more power behind the hood. But is that gonna be it? Are we just gonna keep grinding away at that power? Does that make the games any better? Because that zombie game looks woefully generic. And that was like, you know, a big thing for them. How about Monster Hunter running at 60 frames a second? Yeah, sure, great. Get more things at 64K. 60 frames, 4K, great, 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 great. But the game has got to be good. And it turns out Monster Hunter was pretty damn good. So, 64K, that's the new buzzword. It's like blast processing. Boats. Oh, right, there's a loop. That reminds me of a Donkey Kong Country song a little bit. You know what? I'm not very good at this. Hey, does anyone have a suggestion for me? What should I get first? Boats and arches? Yeah, I like this. This is good. Yeah, I think there's a lot of room for improvement still with visuals. The PS4 Pro, you know, looks amazing. But I'm just saying it would be nice if, I guess, there was more going on there. I don't know if it's a VR thing that they're gonna push for the next gen of consoles. Do you think that Sony's gonna do a Nintendo Switch? Because Sony's really good at borrowing ideas from Nintendo. They've done it a lot, and they continue to do it. So I'm just wondering, do you think they're gonna release the world's first... They're gonna call it the world's first portable console? That's probably what they'll call it. I'm just wondering. There's one boat left. Where's this fucker? Huh. Vita plus Vita TV kind of already did that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sony will probably end up winning the console war again. Let's call it that for sales, at least. Just based on brand recognition. So yeah, all they have to do is, you know, just make a more powerful console, advertise the fuck out of it, use a couple buzzwords, and they'll probably end up, you know, selling a million billion consoles. Even if the launch lineup is pretty bland. Remember the PS3 has no games thing? That was going on for quite a while. That took a while to... That stigma was with Sony for quite a while. Honestly, though, the only PlayStation exclusive that I've been playing on my PS4 is fucking Bloodborne. Everything else is multiplat. So... But I mean, that's also the type of games I'm interested in. Like, I don't play Uncharted or anything like that. Wow. Wow. God of War, Spider-Man, Persona 5. That's what I'm saying, like, I would have probably played Spider-Man. That was something that interested me. But... like, I'm not that into God of War. I hate this. So, for me, what is the PS4 is good for multi-platform games and Bloodborne. But I'm not denying how good those games are. They're just not. They wouldn't have sold the system. What was the other game that was... Horizon? Yeah, that's one of them. I had interest... Last Guardian? I have no interest in Last Guardian. That's just... Again, that's just me. I know a lot of fans of Shadow of the Colossus that also hated that game. Persona 5. I mean, that's a big system seller, right? I don't know. I can't deny that it's got good games on it. I like the PS4's library. As I've said before, my Microsoft game console is basically now a brick. It's just there. Just sits there. Collects dust. PS4's been getting lots of use. Persona 5 was on the PS3? Oh, okay. So why are people saying that's exclusive? Well, I guess it is still technically exclusive, right? Death Stranding? Yeah, I'm ready for Death Stranding. Am I excited about it? Not really. I still don't know what the fuck it is. Like, I'm interested in it. I want to figure out what the hell it is, but... you know, it's not something I'm, like, quaking at the boots for. Spelunky 2 is a bigger system seller for me. Like, if Spelunky 2 is on PS4 exclusively at launch, which I believe it is, then, then that's great. Someone said, ew, why? Because money reasons. The same reason Spelunky 1 was on Xbox. They didn't say that yet? Okay, I thought they said that. I thought they confirmed that. Do planes and chests first. Okay. This one's miserable. So yeah, PS5, what do I want for it to have? I don't know. I missed some chests, didn't I? This is lame. I'll tell you what we don't need. We don't need waggle controls. Sony was wise not to adapt that Wii idea. For as much shit as they borrow from Nintendo, they were smart not to, like, exclusively do shitty motion controls. I mean, they did the PS Move, but it wasn't, like, the main thing. You know, it was just a thing that you could get if you wanted it. I mean, I have it. I've used it as in, like, a couple meme games. You know, I still have a couple Move games that I've never played. Like, some real dopey ones, too. So, eventually I would like to stream that. Make a fool out of myself yet again. Where's this last boy? There we go. PSVR, doesn't that use the Move controllers? I think it does optionally for some games, yeah. Thank God for that level being over. So, yeah, I'll talk about the music thing, but I'm just getting to the point now where it feels like it's really expensive to keep up with gaming, because you have an expensive system that launches. 3 years later, you gotta buy the upgrade if you want the better visuals. And then 3 to 4 years after that, you gotta buy another one, and Nintendo's doing that shit now too. Meanwhile, I bought my, my video card however many years ago now, 2 years ago. And the games I play on the computer still look great. I'm pretty happy about that. And they probably will still look great for a while. But then again, I did spend good money to make a computer that could stream and play games. So... But then you miss out on them exclusives, man. So it's like a fucking double-edged sword, you know, you wanna... I could upgrade the fuck out of my computer, but then I'm never gonna be able to play Bloodborne. I could upgrade the fuck out of my computer, but I can't play Smash on it. This wasn't on PC either, the Spyro Remastered thing. I needed a console for this. Or was it on PC? It might soon. Switch emulation is going well. We can't talk about that on stream. Switch emulators made insane progress recently. Someone said, and yet if RDR2 came out for PC, you would have gotten it for PC, not PS4. Correct. That's correct, yes. I didn't want a PS4. But there are some things like Monster Hunter, Bloodborne, stuff like that. As I've said, it's just exclusives, so, you know, you kinda... You know, back in the day, when PS2 was around, I was like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. There's a million games I wanted. Where the fuck is the boss of this gym? Oh, there it is. Got lost. And I also feel like consoles brought something kind of new to the table. It was harder. Like, PC games, when PS2 was around, you know, PS1, the whole PC game market was really different. And it was like a lot of strategy games and shooters, and optimization was an afterthought, and the PC market was kind of dying until Steam came around. So, I mean, good luck if you wanted a good PC port of a console game. Do you think we'll ever get an announcement over FF7 Remake being cancelled, or is it going to end up as vaporware? I think that project has probably gotten so so bloated in terms of how much it costs to make and how many resources they need to make it that it's... Square goes hard. You gotta give them credit. They spent 10 years on Final Fantasy 14, on 15. Not entirely intentionally, but, you know, they do go hard. I give them credit. I don't like modern Square Enix, like, at all, but I have to say that they, you know, that Final Fantasy VII Remake footage looked fucking beautiful. And they don't skimp on technology, on the animations, on the world. I mean, there are other problems. But yeah, like a game that big to be fully realized the way they want to realize it, I think it's at least another 3 years before we see it. I'd be happy to be wrong. And they probably started developing it like 3 years ago, right? When did they reveal it? What year was that? I don't even know when it fucking got revealed. ...2015 it was revealed. Okay, we're hitting 2019. I think 2020... Do you remember... 5 years ago. Do you remember when it was revealed? There was a big article saying we might not see Final Fantasy VII Remake until 2020. There was an article about that. And I was joking about it. I was like, really? 5 years from now? I think 2021. So I don't think they're gonna cancel it, but I do think the project just got huge. They mentioned, like, doing episodic content for it, releasing it in episodes, like 40-hour, like, chunks. I mean, who the fuck knows what's happening with it? I also wonder if, like, there's as much passion from the team to remake Final Fantasy VII than to, like, create an entirely new thing. And, like, you know...
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
And then I also... What I was gonna say was, then they have to also figure out what stuff do they want to bring in that's new. How much is that going to piss off fans? Versus how slavishly do they stick to the original stuff, the original script? Do they change characters? Like, do they keep Cloud exactly as he was? Well, he's gonna be voice acted now, so... There's a lot of room for, you know, improvement. Is that gonna piss off the fans? You know, there's so much. I mean, the battle system is the very beginning of the conversation, and then everything else... It's like, Jesus Christ, how do you even begin a project like that? Let alone finish it. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake, 7 years of development. That's my, that's my guess. Final Fantasy 7 years. I hope it's worth the wait. Doesn't look like I can get up anywhere. I just wanted to get all that other stuff. Alright, let's go fight Metalhead. I'm assuming this is how you do it. Oh, there we go. The music talk. Oh, I've been dreading the music talk, but we have to have this discussion. This is like I just caught the chat smoking pot for the first time, and I'm like disappointed. Hit the green ones yourself. Oh, I see. Wow. Where do I begin? I begin with... Do we begin with Article 13? No. We'll begin with an email I got a couple days ago, which was an email from Twitch saying that they were going to be redoing their music policy, and that I should read it. And the verbiage of it was a little vague. It was the same as the previous policy, except it said you should not use music that's copyrighted on your stream you cannot use music that is copyrighted, that is licensed on your streams. And so I got really nervous about it. I talked about it on stream. In the same email it said if you want more clarification you can book a seminar. Yesterday was the seminar. I was not available for any of the seminars that were available for me, so I couldn't do it. But it was an online seminar where you could ask questions. So I talked about this the other day, and the idea is I was worried that I would not be able to play any copyrighted music, licensed music on the stream ever again, which is a huge detriment for me because I love playing music on the stream. I really enjoy showing people new music. So I see it, you know, so again, we talked about it on stream quite a bit, and then I see a tweet today that I'd like to read to you. This tweet today, I retweeted, and it said here, it's from Multinink. Multinink? It says, new Twitch music rules, no licensed music ever. Every DMCA is a strike. 3 strikes get you banned. Sorry, fans of art streams, they're going to be pretty quiet from here on out. So then if you go through the comments a bit, the dude also says, it's word from the webinar. The updated TOS will show up at some point. Was the webinar recorded? No idea. You have to download some sort of client to take part. So apparently this dude went to the webinar that was listed in the email, and he reported back saying that no copyrighted music at all. So I made a bit of a stink on Twitter about it. Tempered as it may be. And the main question I have still, and this is all still very vague. You know, some people are saying that no, it's not that you can't play copyrighted music. It'll VOD mute more. You know, people don't really have a full idea of what's going on because the fucking wording of this stuff is vague at best, and there's no answers. There are no answers for anyone. So we have to wait for some word from Twitch. We have to wait for something in writing that's a little bit more clear, or some kind of video announcement. But at the moment, it seems an awful lot like they're sticking to this. I think that this is an attempt to basically... This is an attempt to say we're covering our asses because we could get fucking sued into oblivion. Now this is a month and a half before Article 13. So you'll want to click O3 for the... Okay. Order 66, I mean Article 13. If you don't know what that is, that's a thing being passed in the European Union where they're going to change the policies where normally if you had content like in a video essay under fair use, that was fine, that was protected. And if there was something that wasn't fair use, the user could get shit canned. Now the platform could get shit canned. So now YouTube could be responsible for millions of videos using copyrighted content. Now this Article 13 thing is very, 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 very in favor of record labels because they can make a little bit of extra money from if people go over to Spotify, like maybe an extra 5-10% instead of going on YouTube or listening to their music elsewhere on social media. So this is their attempt to squeeze a little bit more money out of the system, because we live in a world now where they can't have 5 yachts, they can only have maybe 2, because the music industry has changed so much. Now, I want to, Article 13, I would like to link a video. The Closer Look is the name of the channel. The name of the video is Why Article 13 Will Destroy YouTube. Listen, I'm not a smart person, okay? I've not done a ton of research on this. This is still very new to me, and I'm extremely, you know, I'm extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Remedial in my knowledge of this. But I want to link a video, someone who seems like they know what the fuck they're talking about. It's 27 minutes. You only have to watch a little bit of it. And if it sounds like there's a huge misunderstanding about Article 13, on my part, I apologize. Feel free to check out the video. I'm linking it in chat. Check it out. And maybe there's some misinformation in there. Maybe there's something political that people want to get upset about in here that, you know, I'm wrong about. Fine, whatever. The point is, if this video is anywhere near correct, then a lot of European YouTubers are going to get banned or removed from the system or won't be able to do what they do currently. It seems like a lose-lose for everybody except a couple record labels. I'm thinking that this thing is scaring the fuck out of Twitch and other platforms, and they're preparing for the incoming storm. It's not final yet, but it's going to a final vote, and there is stuff that you can do about it. That's why I recommend watching that video. The Closer Look on Article 13. Check it out. I don't really know, but things are changing. So I can't play music on BRBs or on the stream anymore, but it goes a little deeper than that. For one, if I play a video, I'm looking for these fucking... How do I get up there? Oh, it's from the back. Thank you. Sorry, Chad, I'll be with you in a second. No, can't get up there through there. Look down in the lake? Okay. Just the lake. The problem with this, for me, is you now have to play Tony Hawk with no volume if you ever stream it. Go back to the Waterfall? Okay. I'll do that. Sorry. Let me keep chatting while I do this, because I need to talk about this. So if I'm playing Tony Hawk and a song comes on, I could get banned for that. What else? GTA 5, you have to turn the music off. Any game that may have a licensed song that's in some system, you can no longer stream with the music on in the fear of getting shit canned. I know it sounds extreme, but this is what it seems like. I don't know how true this is, but this is what it seems like and feels like according to both Twitch's policies and Article 13. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I'm being alarmist, and I hope that this is worst case scenario that's incorrect. I made the argument that I see it. I made the argument that if you're playing Symphony of the Night and the final theme comes on, because a lot of the Symphony of the Night soundtrack gets claimed or gets recognized. So if you're playing Symphony of the Night and you finish the game and you just let the ending play, you could get banned under some of these changes. Because it's licensed. Now, I don't know how much of this soundtrack is licensed. All of it? Well, if that's the case, then we're hitting, again, we need clarification. I don't know. I just wanted to see what I could do. Climb the wall by the entrance. I can't believe it's so difficult for me to find this. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I thought video game music was licensed. So this is extremely difficult to understand, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what any of us are gonna do. Streaming, as you know it currently, could change drastically in the next 2 months. Entrance of the waterfall. Oh. Look for the gate with an opening. Green River, there's a gate with a hole. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, my controllers don't charge because the fucking wire slips out of it. So I'm not going to be playing a song tonight, and I don't think I'll be playing any music for a little while just to make sure. And until I get, again, more clarification about this whole thing. You know, I looked at that a couple times, but it didn't seem legit. That's a tricky one. So, you know, I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know what's going on, because currently no one does. Even Critical was like, the only thing we've seen so far is a tweet from that random dude, nothing else. He was like, so I'll believe it when I see it. So there are people that are going full on alarmist, this is the end of streaming, this is the end of the internet, and then there are people that are like, this doesn't mean a goddamn thing, it just means that you're gonna get more VOD mutes. So I don't know. And as I said, there are some songs, like, I don't know if King Gizzard released a royalty-free album called Polygon Wonderland. I think that was the name of the one. That's totally public domain. But what if a copyright troll gets in on that? As has been done many, many times. I've been claimed for music that isn't even music because copyright trolls found a way to G the system. So, yeah. I guess we'll see. And as I also said this on Twitter, but for anyone who cares, as someone who makes music, spends a lot of money to make the music, and then sells the music, you have my permission to download it for free by any means. If you like it, whatever. You know, if you want to play it on your stream, you have my permission to do so. I don't know why I wouldn't let people do that. Because if you think about it, it's only free promotion. And that's why I said on Twitter, the artists and musicians and bands, this is not coming from them. This is nothing to do with them, because I think people that make music would be happy to have their music played on a stream or in any way, shape, or form. That way people could listen to it and discover it, as I am. And, you know, I've not made a ton of money from music, but the fact that I get to do it is cool. I get that some people need to make music to have, you know, to make a living, and that's a difficult thing for them. But this is not the way to make money. This is very different from making money. This is cutting off a gold vein at the source so that people can't listen to your music and discover it. Which is why, again, it's greedy cunt record labels that are making this happen. And again, this is all worst case scenario. If I'm wrong, awesome. I would love to be wrong. I would love for this to all be alarmist bullshit. Gladly. Let's hope so.
Oh, I feel much better now.
Write
that
Trent
so
a
many
letter
dragons
asking
have
if
been
you can use his
rescued.
stuff on your stream.
Jump in the balloon. Are you ready to go?
I would. If I could talk to Trent Reznor, I'd be very happy. But there's also another problem where, according to Twitch, I want to actually show you in their words something that I find interesting. There's no way to appeal, according to Twitch. At the moment, they have no way to appeal. So if you purchased a license for music, you can't appeal. You can't show them that. You just have to appeal the VOD mute, apparently. But I don't know. I'm confused. I'll show you something. Let me show you something. There was... I can't find it now. That's a shame. There was a... Someone tweeted a picture of the rules. And it was like, you can't even look at the music. I'm not kidding. Like, you couldn't... Like, I couldn't show you the lyrics to a Beatles song under these new rules. Or, nor can I show you tablature or the music as it was written in notation. Joel showed a picture of it. Could you guys tweet that to me? I can't find it now. So you can understand why people are confused. Wow. Look at this. Floating islands. So, finally, if this is real and this is worst case scenario and it does play out, and people are saying, well, then people are just going to stop using Twitch and go to a competitor. You know if that competitor gets big enough that the same shit is going to happen to them. Because if there's a threat of legal action and getting sued into oblivion, they're going to have to do the same shit. So no one's really immune to this. So, until I get that rule, if I get that rule, I'll leave it with this. We need clarification. We need information. And I need some direct instructions. Like, what can I do, Twitch? What can't I do? There are plenty of people that are tweeting me and telling me, Vinny, everything's fine. They just changed the wording. You're gonna be fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So just please be more clear, Twitch. Thank you. Alright, well, thank you for listening to my rant. That's as much as I can... That's as much as I can talk about it. That's all I know. We'll see how it plays out. Okay. Vinny, Google are campaigning against Article 13 and will probably shut down YouTube here in the EU when shit goes down. Yeah, again, Article 13 is really important to know about. It's really, really fucked up, so... However, I don't think Google is doing enough. Google should probably put up one of those pages. You know when they go, like, an internet blackout day? Against SOPA and PIPA and PISS and SHITPA? They should turn YouTube off for, like, 2 days. And be like, hey, here's what's happening. You don't get YouTube because this is going to happen in 2 months. You need to, like, talk to your representatives.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Vinny, here's a screenshot. Yeah, visual music depiction, lyrics, music notation, tablature, any other visual representative of copyright music or the music owned by you or music which is licensed for you to share on Twitch or on-screen lyrics of depictions of music provided by Twitch as part of Twitch Sings gameplay and captured Twitch Sings performances. Now that's, again, is this only for Twitch Sings performances? I don't even know what that means. I don't know, man. Lip-syncing performance, pantomiming, singing, or pretending to sing to music that is not owned by you or is not licensed for you to share on Twitch. I just don't know. Hog dogs. Just as a history lesson for a second, you know, music means a lot to me, and yes, there are a lot of very rich rock musicians. But you know how many bad contracts the record industry has issued over the years to fuck artists out of their earnings?
Thank you for releasing me.
So this isn't something that is like, oh, the artist gets paid more. Yeah, maybe a couple pennies. So, no, this isn't quite artist friendly. Home taping is killing the record industry. Here's how you can help. We left this side blank so you can help. You guys know about that? So first it was, there's always a boogeyman for the record industry. There's always a boogeyman. The boogeyman is... It was tapes, because you could do bootlegs on tapes. You could record from the radio. So they said that tapes were killing the record industry. Then they were saying that CDs were killing the record industry because you could burn CDs. And then Napster. Napster killed the music industry. Ask Drake how the current world of the internet, now it's streaming. Now it's streaming and YouTube and Twitch streamers. So, ask Drake if he's felt the burn, if he's felt the pain from that. Just go to his house.
I think you just might be the dragon.
You might find him in one of his 35 rooms.
That's me, all right.
Just like they said that streaming was killing the movie industry, and then Infinity War had like one of the biggest movie openings of all time, and the theater turnout was fucking bigger than almost any other movie ever. Turns out if you make a good movie, you market it well, you make a good album, you know, you put it out there, you market it well, could still sell. People still buy it. I made money from another light that I did not expect to make, even though it was available for free, and I put it up for free. I don't mind that music is a donation thing. Let me, God, I can't stop talking about this. Let me talk about this. Then I'm gonna stop, for real. Someone tweeted at me earlier saying that music is more of a donation thing these days than anything. And that's true. You can listen to everything on Spotify, but you know what? Spotify still does pay a bit. It's just you have to readjust how much you're expecting to earn. If you're expecting to be a multi-millionaire, readjust a little bit to just millionaire. But if you're an artist, you're okay with that because the making music isn't about making money, or it shouldn't be. So, I think it's great that music is freely available, and I can listen to any Beatles or Police or Pink Floyd album at any moment because Spotify exists or YouTube exists. I could watch a Pink Floyd concert in full from almost any year that they were active. That's fucking amazing. What's the difference? The difference is that Redvox will likely never be a huge band. Regardless of the quality of the music, whether or not it's a meme that the music sucks or whatever, it's fine. You know, to each their own. Let's say it was the best rock music. Let's say it was really, really good. Well, there's no way to really go about that these days. Unless you're Greta Van Fleet. I don't even know how they did it. Greta Van Zeppelin. Yeah, you know, so I'll never have that huge push behind my music like there was in the 60s and 70s, and that's fine. I also like the idea that I own my music. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it, and I'm not beholden to some, like, corporate suit. I get to release the music for free, and if people want to pay, they pay. If they don't want to pay, that's fine. As a result, we've sold out of vinyl. Without asking people to buy them, and just by giving the music away, we sold out of our first run of vinyl. Without begging. Just readjust. You know, I made this shit work for me. I'm okay with it. I'm happy. I'm financially comfortable. I don't need a yacht.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
And I had a lot of people play my music on college radio because they liked it. I had a lot of people play it on their art streams. A lot of people played it for their friends. People put it to, like, videos on their YouTube channel. People put it to gameplay footage of them playing video games. And anytime someone asks me for permission to do that, I just say yes. Hasn't hurt. We got a song on Spotify that's, you know, over 500,000 listens. I didn't pay for a dime of advertising. Actually, no, that's not true. I paid for a dime. About a dime, about 10 cents. But think of the suits. Yeah, I know, I'm getting salty. I know. And I'm not Mr. Altruistic. I'm not above making a buck. I like to live comfortably. But there's a way to do it where you're not fucking people over and then fucking other people over. But hey, on the bright side of things, like they said in that Article 13 video I linked, Ed Sheeran's gonna make another 20 bucks next year. Good for him. Kill J-Stock. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm done for real. I said alls I can say is no more. I won't go on a similar rant. But as soon as I figure out what's going on, I'll let you know. And if I have to play video game music during breaks, then so be it. I'll continue updating my playlists. If you want to... Some people tell me they find music through my streams. If you want to find music that I like, and you want some curated playlists, I have 2 of them on the Redvox page. One is called Vinesauce, the other one's called Streamed. And I'll just add as much music to that as I can whenever I can, and hopefully that'll help. It won't be the same, but... And I will play video game music during BRBs until those get taken down too, if they get taken down. There we go. Level complete. And right into the fucking pit of despair. Play algo music during BRBs. I'll play the Mario algo music, randomly generated music, every stream, every BRB. So no, I don't blame Twitch. I think they need to be clear, but I don't blame them. So I'm not like saying Rise Gamers against Twitch, not yet. They're fine. They treat me well. And I'm sure we'll get more clarification soon, right, Twitch? That's all we want. So what else is going on, chat? What's new? What is new in the world of good things? Anything? Someone said I quit drinking. I'm proud of you. Are you cooking for Thanksgiving? No, but I did a Friendsgiving, which was great. Not me, but a friend did it. And family stuff, a little bit of family stuff, and then I'll be streaming. But no, I'm not cooking. Though I am craving some Brussels sprouts with turkey bacon. That will be my contribution that I will not actually cook. You say ooh, but my friend Chris made them for the Saturday Friendsgiving thing, and they were like the biggest hit. They were amazing. It's the thing I'm most surprised that I like as I got older.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Oh, I see. Was that dude's name Latif? Because it made me think of a certain musical artist. What was her name? Queef Latina, I believe it was. Oh man, she is so good. Oh, Queen Latifah, sorry. Someone said, Warframe. Okay, so Warframe, I played it on Switch today. I didn't play much of it, maybe an hour, because I spent another hour trying to migrate my account from PC over to it, and facing multiple errors, and then nothing happening, even after saying that it migrated successfully. So I'm still working on that. Right now the servers are down, but I tried a minute ago before I started streaming in it, and I wanted to see if the account migrated. Now listen, it's only like 3 hours worth of stuff that I have on the account. I've not played a lot of Warframe, so I could easily do that again. But it would have been nice to not have to, is what I'm trying to say. Warframe Switch is solid as fuck. Panic Button fucking nailed it. Someone the other day couldn't understand why Warframe came to Switch. It's a portable system. It's nice to have games on it that you can just sit on your couch and play. I know I say this a lot, but for me, the Switch really is a game changer for a lot of different things, and I love that I can just be a lazy asshole and play a Switch anywhere You know, I'm in the studio a lot. When Joe's mixing, I play Switch. Warframe and Pokemon Go, let's go, not go, let's go, are my preferred games at the moment for that. And I want to get into Warframe now, because it actually runs really well. It's not a bullshit port. Panic Button did the Doom port, and they optimized the fuck out of that game as best they could, and continued to do so. Same for Wolfenstein. And they did it for this to the point where the performance was so good that apparently they updated the other console versions of Warframe because Panic Button figured out how to make it run better on all consoles. That's not hyperbole either. That's, you know, it's not me talking out my ass is what I mean. Hyperbole was not the right word in that situation. I think I Vine Englished. But yeah, no, it's really cool. So there's dynamic resolution scaling. There's a lot of options. You can turn off motion blur. Hey, what game would it be cool to turn off motion blur in, do you think, chat? Like just a little option, or maybe a slider? Huh. Seems like a simple thing to implement. I'm surprised more games don't have that. But, yeah, no, Warframe is customizable. You can do a lot with it. You can turn on motion controls. When I say motion controls, I mean gyro aiming, which was used in, you know, Splatoon, and they did put it in Doom. And it works really well. It helps for micro adjustments. As I always say, gyro aiming, good. I like it. But yeah, it runs really well. It's mostly locked at 30 frames a second, which you may say you need 60 for Warframe. I agree, it's nice. But for a game that looks as good as it does in a handheld console, you'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised. I haven't seen any frame dips, but I have seen the dynamic resolution go to a point of blur. But nothing that ruined it. I did a match with 3 other people. It ran well. Minimal lag issues. Again, this is only an hour. But no, it's not the best looking version of Warframe. Play it on PC if you want the best looking version. But if you have a Switch and that's all you have, or you like the portability, I think it's more than acceptable. To the point where now I'm going to try to get into the game a little bit and see how much progress I can actually make with it. I know it's a grind game, but it's fun enough that I would like to fuck with it a bit. The account works for both, right? No, you have to migrate. That's the problem. So when you migrate an account from PC to Switch, it'll only work on the Switch, and then you have to have a separate account for the PC. That's the worst part about it. One-time only copy. Or you can just keep your PC account and play a new account on Switch. For someone like me who doesn't have very many hours in it, I just migrated without a second thought, but I can see how this would be a shitty thing for veterans. Like, I wouldn't do it, honestly, if I've had like 100 hours in the game. I'd start a new account. It doesn't delete, it keeps... Oh, what's this? You can keep both accounts, it just clones the PC account. Oh! Oh, sorry, then misinformation on my part. In that case, then yeah, go for it. I'd say why the fuck not? And it's free. And it's not a pay-to-win game, from what I understand. It's more of a pay-to-do things faster. It's a grindy game, but you can just, like, grind it out and get stuff. Or you can just play through it. I'm not going to spend money on it. but I am going to play it and enjoy it as much as I can. Also, for the record, I think it looks better than Doom does on the Switch, because Doom had some really weird resolution issues. This does not look as blurry. This looks a bit sharper, runs a bit faster. In my untrained eye. To my untrained eye. 12 gigs for the download. So there was an SD card on Amazon, 64 gig, that was on sale. I don't know if it still is. It's a Samsung mini SD. Those are micro SD. Let's see. Let me read the package. And it's gone. Those things are small. Micro SD. A second. Okay, sorry. It's here somewhere. Someone was upset that I paused the game. How dare me. I know. Could you imagine? It's a hard life, isn't it?
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
But yeah, I ran out of room on the Switch, so I deleted some stuff. You can archive games and it saves the files and, you know, the save files, and then you can just re-download them. So I did that for a bunch of games. I can't do it with Doom, though, because I do come back to it from time to time, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to... I like having Doom on the Switch. I like that it's just there. Hang on a minute. Just curious to see what this sounds like without the MIDI guitar.
Now you've paused the game, how dare you!
You fucking wanker! Vinny, who will replace you when you do? DUE. What, like my rent is due? What are we... What are we talking about here?
Thank you for releasing.
You're gonna have to find your own replacements, I'm sorry to say. Oh, please. What's dreamier, with the MIDI guitar, it's a little bit more... I don't know what it is more of. It's more MIDI. I like this one. This is a good song. Someone just said this is my favorite song in the game. It might grow to be mine. I like the way the piano sounds, but it's also, yeah, it's just got a nice feel to it. It works really well for the level. I always wonder if these remakes are gonna set up the series for more games. I don't know if that's always the case, but... we got Crash this year, we got this. I'm wondering if they're gauging interest. Do you remember when they released Chrono Trigger on the DS? And people were like, oh, they're gonna see if this sells well before they make a Chrono sequel. Guess it didn't sell well. And then they made a Secret of Mana remake, which didn't really... it wasn't all that successful, but... I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Mana game.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
Though they did milk the fuck out of that. The Mana franchise. Children of Mana. Men of Mana. I just got an email, though, from someone who was saying that CyberConnect 2 was the developer that they had working on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they quit mid-project due to mistreatment. That appears to be a current rumor. I don't know, look that up. Maybe look that up before you take this as gospel. Here's the link if you're interested, if you want to read about it. Wikipedia.org/wiki/CyberConnect2. There apparently is some evidence to suggest that this is the case. It's just some little website called Wikipedia that you have to go to find out, though. No, someone said, speaking of mistreatment, is Jerma still in your washing machine? No, he's out. He's off doing green screen stuff now. It's making the world a better place. No comment. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, I think I finally ran out of things to say. All these years later. That's it. I had like 3 or 4 topics in my head. I was like, yeah, I talked about that. Talked about that. Secret of Mana and its many sequels that were mediocre. Yeah, talked about that. Alright, see you, chat. It's been fun. All that for 3 gems. Guess I have to go up here. No, not enough, huh? Let's figure out how to get up there. Vinny, have you talked about the Castlevania TV show before? Yep. Talked about Thanksgiving. Vinesauce reboot is long overdue at this point. Talked about yams. Candied yam tits. Talked about them. I think I probably have to go around using the power run. Maybe. Well, where does this lead? Been on here before, right? It's a different thing. Oh, this is new stuff. Okay. I think this might be the last level I stream tonight, because I can make one more stream out of this game. Because it might take like another hour to finish the game entirely. Because I still want to go back to the previous levels, get the gems I missed, and then there's a bunch of big levels probably up ahead. So I'll save that. No, up next is Thief Simulator. Someone said this game looks kind of like ass. I mean, visually this game looks great, so that's a compliment to ass. If you don't have nostalgia for Spyro, you might not get it. I don't, but I liked it anyway. But I also just, like, appreciate a good platformer. It's not ass, it's just a, you know, it's just a good, fun game where you go around and you collect shit. And you kill some things, and you do some light platforming, puzzle solving. It's good. It's really good. It's just, again, you have to kind of expect... You kind of have to know what you're getting into with the gameplay, which is that you're running around collecting gems all day. But I don't mind it. I'm also getting lost quite a bit. So there's still one more area I need to get to. Someone said this game is bad because Spyro does not have a gun. I'm paraphrasing. I just wanted Mario to have a gun back in the day. You can imagine my disappointment when it took Mario 20 years to get a gun. I don't know where I'm going.
This is it, Luigi! We made it! The big city!
So apparently everything's that way. Vinny, turn off the motion blur. Oh shit, I paused the game. I thought that was the portal! I was like, oh shit, a secret portal! Oh, you can get here without having to go through all that rigmarole. That's good. You can get here without having to go through all the ring-a-dang-do. No, I killed these guys already. This is the beginning, starting zone. What the fuck is it pointing this way for? What? Huh? Is there just, like, one gem up there? Oh, I guess so. Well, shiver your timbers and blow me loads. Kind of overcomplicated this. Why would pirates say that, though, really? Like, do we have proof that pirates said that? I'm really, really serious about this. That's disgusting. Shiver me timbers and blow me load. That's not what they said, right? What did they say? What was the quote? Shiver me timbers and blow me down. Okay. Okay. Vinny, what kind of pirates were you looking at? Anyway, thanks for watching the Spyro stream. Next time on Spyro, I have a couple levels to complete in full, and then we're gonna try to finish the game. We're going to take a quick break, and then... Thief Simulator, a game that is way more entertaining than it has any right to be. Okay. Vinny, you're thinking of the very romanticized pirates created by the Victorians. Victorian Greyjoy?